guys, and welcome back to Drop Clutch Garage. Today I'm going to be back on the 1969 Mach 1. We got two things to knock out today, one being that shifter. We're going to go ahead and take that apart and see if there's a possibility to adjust the handle back a little bit or possibly order a new shifter. We'll see what we got underneath the boot there. We're also going to be looking at the speedometer cable. They quit working a while back. It is an electronic cable into that T5, so we'll go ahead and take a look and see what's going on. Maybe it's a wiring issue. We'll take a look and find out. So let's go ahead and first start with that shifter, get inside and see what we got to do. I am fairly confident this T5 came out of Fox body. I've had 3, maybe 4 Fox bodies now. My last being a 93 GT black on black. One of my favorite cars I've ever owned. Wish I still had it, but I'm very familiar with this shift knob. Alrighty guys, so I went ahead and got that shifter boot off. I'm gonna take part of the console there. You can see it already has a short throw in it with this adapter here to get that handle back. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this off and see if there's any way we could extend this out. Maybe add in some material or make a piece on our own here. Let me go ahead and get this off and see what we can come up with. Alrighty guys, get this piece of mild steel here. And I'm gonna go ahead and make my own extension piece. I'm using this as a template. And I'm gonna make the new piece probably double the length here. And I think that'll give us just the perfect throw, the perfect additional length that we need to make comfortable shifts. I'm gonna go ahead and trace that out and get it cut out. And then I'll smooth around the edges, get the holes drilled, and get it installed. Alright guys, this is the piece I have cut out. I'm gonna get those holes drilled. Once I have those holes drilled, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up the edges a little bit more, get everything a little more uniform and better shape. But before I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and get those holes drilled so that way I can deburr those all at the same time. Alrighty guys, this is the finished piece. I'm gonna go ahead and get it fitted up in the vehicle, make sure everything fits right. The only thing we'll probably have to do is possibly change out the boot, maybe go with a bigger boot, maybe make a boot, but we'll have to see if the boot will still fit now that we've extended this. So yeah, we'll go ahead and fit this up in the car and make sure everything's good, and then I'll go ahead and take it back off and get it a coat of paint to protect it. So let's see how it looks in the car. Alrighty guys, that's how it looks inside the vehicle. You can see that kind of doubles our length in the shifter there. It feels great, able to reach it with no problem now. It's nice and comfortable. So again, we'll go ahead and take this off, get it painted, go ahead and reinstall it permanently with some lock washers and Loctite just so it doesn't shake loose on us. But that's the final product, super happy with it. So let's get it out, painted and back installed. Alrighty guys, it's bolted up permanently. I went ahead and threw some nuts and lock washers on the other side here just to make sure this doesn't loosen up at all. Threw some Loctite on there as well. And then for up here, I ended up just throwing a couple tacks right here. Again, just to make sure that doesn't loosen up at all. And it is solid. It is solid, it feels great, and it's much more comfortable and within reach. Let's go ahead and button this all up, get it all put back together, and then we'll go ahead and investigate what's going on with our speedometer cable. New shift knob on. We'll definitely need to get a larger boot. The interior trim panels won't quite fit properly with this boot as it's not quite tall enough. So we're in the market now for a shifter boot. If you happen to know a larger one that's out there and available, drop it in the comments. If not, I think we could make our own. Yeah, let us know in the comments below if you know of a good shifter boot that'll accommodate a larger throw. If not, we'll try something new and make one. Alrighty guys, we're underneath the Mach 1 here, and it looks like what we have is a mechanical to electric speedometer. It was loose as well. If I come down here, you can see it's not tight. Another thing is when we come in under here, look at the cross member. Let me see if I get a better shot for you guys. Yeah, if we take a better look, whoops, excuse me. If we take a better we take a look here and we can see clearance was in here making some extra clearance. And looks like the wiring is still rubbing right there. kind of wore out the boot a little bit there. So I think first things first, we'll go ahead and take off the electrical connector here. Make sure the wiring's still good and not rubbed through or shorting out on any of the other wires within this boot. And then we'll go ahead and pull off the mechanical portion of it, just to see and make sure that it's still all intact and functioning properly. It could just be that it's loose. We'll take a look, and we'll also take a look and see if we need to make more clearance in the cross member, or if we can just clock the boot in a different direction, allowing more clearance. Maybe this being loose caused it to move and then cause it to rub, but I don't know, it's very close right there. So let's get this apart and see what's going on. Alrighty guys, I went ahead and took it apart. The end here is a little marred up. I think that was the loose fit that we had. It was kind of outside of the little key that's in here, causing it to get a little marred up. I believe if we get it fully tight, it will go past that and shouldn't be an issue. I've never actually used one of these guys before. Drop a comment if you have and what you have it in. So let's go ahead and tighten this up, guys. We already have the car jacked up and I need to warm up the engine before I change the oil. So let's go ahead and tighten this up. I went ahead and looked at our wiring more closely, and it doesn't look like anything rubbed through the insulation. So our wiring should be all good. Maybe we'll get lucky and it's just loosened up on us. So let's go ahead and get this tight and start it up and see if it works. All right guys, found out the issue. Some of you guys may have noticed it earlier, but as I went to go to try to tighten this down, it interferes with this bolt right here that holds in the other side of the mechanical piece of the speedometer cable. Normally this tab fits on the other side of this case. Looks like this is designed for an earlier year transmission, or maybe just a different transmission, but this tab is supposed to be on the other side of the case right here, which will allow this bolt to come in tighter. So we have a couple different options here. We can grind a little bit off the case here. We can also flatten out this tab here, which will allow us to get that bolt just a bit tighter, and then allow us to get this fully seated. So I guess let's start by taking this bolt out, removing this tab, and seeing if we were to flatten this out, would we even be able to tighten this bolt enough, or is this a shallow cavity? Let's take a look at that first. Alrighty guys, I went ahead and flattened this out just a little bit. That way I can run this screw all the way down. This is still plenty secure, plenty tight, enough to seal in the transmission. And I was able to tighten this all the way down until it tightens with zero interference. And then I also clocked it in a manner where it doesn't interfere with the cross member anymore. And then I tucked up that wiring as well. So let's go ahead and start it up and see if we have a speedometer. Guys, so we have our speedometer back. I'm gonna go ahead and let the engine warm up a little bit and get the oil changed. Hey guys, that's gonna be a wrap for today's video. We went ahead and got the shifter all knocked out. It's super comfortable now. It's a perfect location. Love how it turned out. The only thing we're looking for now is a boot. Looks like I'm gonna go with the original 1969 Mustang boot. To get it sealed up. When I was looking online, they look much larger than the T5 one. And so I think just an original Mustang GT for 69 would work for it. If you think so or have a different option, please let me know in the comments below. Went ahead and got that speedometer working, works perfect now. Luckily that was a nice, simple, easy fix. Just changed on the oil. We got a few more things left to button up on this car, but those can be in later videos. So guys, be sure to check out the Instagram, Drop Clutch Garage. If you like this video, please give it a like, give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe too. It really helps, and I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.